This your boy didn't know about back with another video segment. We got Jason Whitlock saying Skip Bayless sabotage LeBron in the NBA. Before we get to that, if you like the content, please like, comment, subscribe. And I did want to address my last LeBron video because I got a lot of pushback. They damn near say they hate my guts. But let's get into it. Let's get into some of the comments because I had a lot of comments. Basically, they was on my ass. And all I was doing was talking about LeBron James and giving my opinion on him running up on Stephen A. Smith at the Knicks Lakers game. And I was just saying it was unnecessary, it was uncalled for, and I didn't think Stephen A. said anything that bad about LeBron or Bronny. I thought he told the truth. I thought LeBron set Bronny up for failure. I thought this was public knowledge. Bronny wasn't playing well in the NBA. I thought this was public knowledge. And for LeBron to run up talking about it, kind of, and shout out to 93 Boxing, he said the run, like LeBron running up on Stephen A. was like when Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. It's like it was just weird. So I want to go through a couple of these comments. LeBron's problem was when Stephen A. said as a father. From that point, it went from basketball to personal. As a man, if you can't understand why another man would have a problem with someone trying to tell you how to parent your child, you either have to grow up or reevaluate your priorities. Stephen A. told KD and a handful of other stars to pull up, or you know where to find me, and now he tucking his tail. I mean, I guess, but I don't understand what he said that was so bad that was worth running up on. But it is what it is. Bron basically made it clear we're not allowed to talk about his son, so message received. I hope ESPN never brings him up again. Clicked on the video just to dislike it. Ignorant. 1K vids, give it up. I mean, okay, 1,000 videos. I guess I should give it up. But this dude also has a picture of LeBron in a Bulls uniform and 50 Cent. So he's obviously a super fan. And yeah, okay. Uh, Shout out RC. Uh, Bro, hell, if you ask me, it seems like LeBron just wanted to throw around his power and speak down on Stephen A. Smith in an authoritative manner. No, LeBron, you don't get to big up your son saying he's got next, and most of us knew Bronny wasn't ready. Bronny could have kept that exchange with Stephen A. Smith. 100% agree. This guy's clown. Stephen A. deserve it. Horrible take. Yeah, not talked about since you said about Bron. LeBron and Heat could have faced Kobe Bryant in 2011, but they got swept by Dirk. Real goat. That was after Kobe and the Lakers went to 3 straight NBA finals. But okay. So basically, I was getting a lot of pushback, just giving my opinion on the whole situation, and most of it stems from I guess I'm a nobody, so I shouldn't speak on the sport that I care about the most and that I follow the most. I mean, I pay for ESPN Plus. I pay for NBA League Pass, so I can't talk about the NBA. I think that's crazy to me just because I don't have a lot of followers, just because I'm not a known name in the space. I think that's a little bit stupid, I guess you could say. But yeah, I said what I said about LeBron. I didn't like how he's handled himself in the media throughout the course of his career. But I did stumble across a Jason Whitlock video where he blamed Skip Bayless for how LeBron basically operates within the media. So I do want to give this a listen. I kind of skimmed through it before, but let's get to it now.
Skip Bayless ruined LeBron James. And so when Kendrick Perkins was talking about put a name on it, put an address on it, is what he was saying. When I first heard it, I was like, oh, he's talking about Charles Barkley. Oh, no, he's talking about P.K. Subban, even though he named P.K. Subban. And then I was like, oh, no, he's talking about Skip Bayless. And I'm like, that's interesting. And so when I heard this Friday, Saturday, I hadn't thought it all the way through in terms of, oh, he's just upset because Skip Bayless criticizes LeBron James. And they think LeBron should be above criticism or he should receive less criticism. And then, and so over the weekend, when I post on X my thoughts, where I'm going at LeBron, hey, man, you wanted this barbershop talk. You started a barbershop talk show, and now you're whining about it. Well, at some point over the weekend, I realized, well, hold on. He didn't invent this barbershop talk. Who did? In terms of platforming it on television and building an entire career around it. It was Skip Bayless and James.
See, that's an interesting topic of discussion because when I was young, when I was coming up, ESPN First Take was a big part of my life. I love sports and I love to hear what other people had to say, watch the games, then go hear what people had to say about it. First Take with Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith. They were one of the main debate shows in sports to where it was fun, but then they will also have some certain topics that you would be interested in and certain talking points that you would probably have. So if LeBron was trying to fight basically Skip Bayless, who was like his arch nemesis in the media, maybe I could possibly understand LeBron a little bit more and why he manipulates things in the media. Because I'm growing up on First Take, so I don't really know sports coverage before First Take. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why, you know, I look at LeBron and the way he moves in a certain light, but maybe he was forced to. That's an interesting take.
Jamie Horowitz and ESPN. And I went back and I was like, well, when did Skip Bayless start his shtick of attacking LeBron James and building a television career off of LeBron James? And I started.
Do y'all think Skip Bayless built his TV career off the back of LeBron James? And was it positive or negative? Let me know.
Doing the homework and trying to look up for early signs of like, hey, when did this start? Because, you know, for the early part, the first 7-8 years of LeBron James's career, pretty spotless in terms of like the guy met expectations. He dragged a terrible Cleveland Cavaliers team to the NBA Finals in year 7 or 8 or something like that against the San Antonio Spurs. And they got their butts kicked. But LeBron James was doing a really solid job and was mostly beloved before the decision. And so
that is true. When LeBron first stint with Cleveland, he did have some friction with his teammates, a couple of them guys. I think it was like the Ricky Davis era, the Carlos Boozer. They was kind of hesitant to give LeBron the keys to the Cavs. But when LeBron fully got the keys to the Cavs, they were a legit team. It was problems with acquiring talent around that time, but when they overachieved, they got to the San Antonio Spurs in the finals, even though they got swept. People started looking at LeBron James like, nah, he really that. So I agree with this point.
And so when I went looking for signs of like, hey, when did Skip Bayless start going all hate on LeBron James? I ran across this story on ESPN.com. And this is Skip Bayless was in 2006, he was writing for ESPN.com. And he was writing for Page 2. And he started out a story in 2006. LeBron James is 21 years old. I want to read you an excerpt from this. In the end, it was all about 23. That's how many points number 23 Cleveland Cavaliers scored in Sunday's second half. And that was mostly LeBron James's fault. But of course, Sunday's end was more about Friday night. That's when LeBron's team led by 3 with 3:15 left at home. The Game 6 door should have been slammed on the Detroit Pistons, whose throats were tightening like the rim their shots kept bouncing off of. That was almost all LeBron's fault. I know. The kid is just 21. But LeBron worshipers cannot have it both ways. You cannot tell me he's better than Michael Jordan was at this stage. Some of you contend at any stage, then defend him when he fails because he's barely legal. I think we'd agree. He's the oldest looking and playing 21-year-old NBA player we've ever seen. So old, physically and mentally and facially, that we sometimes find ourselves wondering if somewhere along the way, somebody lost track of his age. I mean,
that's crazy. Skip acting like LeBron wasn't legit 21 and somebody like got his age wrong or something like that. That's crazy. But I get where he was coming from because people were so quick to anoint LeBron James that people only called out. It's the same thing going on with Victor Wembanyama right now. People will only talk about the good, and if you bring up the bad, you a hater, or you either gloss over the bad. So I mean, it's a catch-22. But Skip found a way to monetize it by going overboard.
Look at the pictures of Jordan and Magic and Bird at the age of 21, and you'll laugh at how skinny and baby-faced they look. LeBron? No. This kid, in quotations, is a man now and he must be treated as such. Off with the kid gloves. No more premature myth making. LeBron James has the size, strength, skill, and instincts to be an all-time great player. More Magic than Michael, but he isn't yet. Let's be honest. He isn't even close.
And I'm not gonna lie, LeBron early in his career in late game situations, he just was not it. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. He was not it. That's true. But Skip probably did go overboard. And he kind of was like, He did kind of because people like me, I was pro Kobe. So I was looking for any reason to say, no, LeBron not even better than Kobe. Why y'all keep skipping Kobe and saying he's better than Kobe and Jordan and woo. So I guess you can say Skip militarized Kobe's fan base and Jordan fan base to go against LeBron, and he packaged it very well. Because I remember being a little kid being like, man, LeBron ain't, y'all saying he all this, he not better than Kobe. And I thought it was very unfair. And it was a time when Kobe had them bad teams, when he was playing with Smush Parker and those guys, to where it was like, the team is not good enough, but Kobe is still better than LeBron, and he didn't get the same grace for having the bad team.
I'm reading this. And he later on goes to say that, he's choking and blah, blah, blah. I'm reading this and I'm going, the dude is 21. This is his third or fourth year in the NBA. And Skip Bayless is killing this dude to the point he insinuates and he does. That's not some joking, hey, we can just write this off. He's like, hey, man, are they lying about LeBron James's age? He insinuates that.
That's crazy.
This is deranged and stupid. This is 2006. LeBron James is 21 years old. He's in his third year in the NBA. If I'm correct, did that Pistons team that he's ripping, the Miami Heat won the NBA Finals that year. But that was a very good Detroit Pistons team. And LeBron James is in his third year. And Skip Bayless is in 2006, I think he's in his second year, hosting what maybe at that time was called Cold Pizza, and he was doing a segment called First and 10. It wasn't quite First Take yet. But Skip Bayless had already gone into his anti-LeBron James shtick. He had already put it on overdrive in 2006.
2006 is crazy and year 3 is crazy. And now I'm thinking about it, maybe Skip. Well, Skip is a big reason why people look at LeBron in a certain way. Me included. It is what it is. But I just always felt like he was crowned too soon, especially over Kobe, when Kobe was clearly the best player in the NBA despite being on bad teams.
So you're a 21-year-old kid. You're off to a magnificent start to your NBA career. A magnificent start. Yes, you're second in MVP voting in 2006. Second, you finished behind Steve Nash in 2006. And Skip Bayless is starting the attack, the relentless attack. And so I sit there and I realize that Skip Bayless, who's transitioning out of newspaper and print into full-time ESPN TV personality, who desperately wants to make millions and millions of dollars talking about sports. And if he has to use a 21-year-old kid and beat him, my shtick is going to be to attack the future of the NBA, the kid that has been called the heir to Michael Jordan. What would that do to you? You're a 21-year-old kid. There's an old man.
That's a good point. Asking what would they do to you if you see a guy literally trying to make a name for himself off your back through criticism. That's crazy.
Sitting on TV, trying to make money off of you by relentlessly attacking you day after day on television for ratings and for money. This is unprecedented. No one had ever done that to a prominent athlete. Michael Jordan didn't have anybody sitting on ESPN, hey, I'm going to find a way to criticize this guy every single day. He did not have that. Did his peers? Did his competitors? Were they trying to figure out a way to attack him on the court? Were the Detroit Pistons and were they beating him up? Were players jealous of him? Did he face a physical style of basketball? All things that he could handle. Hey, someone wants to challenge Michael Jordan on the court. Michael Jordan has an answer and can deal with that. He has teammates who can help him deal with that. But sitting on TV, trash talking Michael Jordan? What did that do? What would that have done to Michael Jordan? If someone was trying to build a career off of attacking them every day on television, maybe that would change that person. Maybe LeBron James, without Skip Bayless relentlessly attacking him, maybe LeBron James isn't the angry, entitled, victim mentality person that he's become today. Maybe Skip Bayless made LeBron James say, hey, you know what? If some guy is going to build a TV career off of smearing me and my career every day, maybe I need to enter the opinion Olympics.
Hey, that's a good point, and Jason Whitlock is low-key cooking, because I criticize LeBron a lot for playing politics. I criticize LeBron a lot for not letting the basketball speak for itself. And maybe it is because the relentless nature of what Skip Bayless had did to him on First Take. Because like I said, I grew up on First Take. I grew up watching this every single day. Like, man, nah, Skip got a point. Skip. And they say, man, KD is more skilled. Man, he ain't better than Kobe. I remember these things. And I don't like how LeBron operates. But this kind of sheds some light into why he operates how he operates.
Maybe I need to start influencing the media and start working behind the scenes to get people in the media to argue my side of the story. Maybe LeBron's manipulation of the media started because ESPN, Skip Bayless, and Jamie Horowitz were unfairly exploiting LeBron James. Don't miss a second of Fearless.
That's a damn good point, man. Let me look at this. Kobe should have won MVP in 05 and 06. Skip was keeping it real. It was really toxic to watch Skip build a career off LeBron because it was entertaining. People went along with it. Thanks for putting this out there. I appreciate this. I don't know that Skip went back that far with his insane madness of hate towards LeBron James. Y'all talk about this man every day. I see Whitlock got a tonal machine to help him get fit enough to lift that clutch chick. Grown man hating on the athlete with such passion while he's winning in life is pure hate. I pray for y'all who hate athletes don't hurt nobody. You guys reaching on Skip hard as hell. If LeBron was really great as he claimed to be, nobody could stop him. Greatness cannot be stopped. No black analyst would tell the truth about LeBron, but everybody got mad when a white man finally did it. So what's the thoughts about Nick Wright, who created his whole career promoting LeBron? Okay. Like I said, y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about Skip Bayless, and did he create what LeBron James ultimately became? I think he became an egomaniac who's so image aware that he plays the political game in sports where the result on the court should speak for itself. But I kind of understand it more than Jason Whitlock. I thought he actually put this video together pretty well, and it was very coherent. And I kind of understand the point. And it's coming from a guy who I've been anti-LeBron because the way he acted. And I thought he failed in a lot of basketball situations, like in 2009, not getting to Kobe Bryant in the finals. I think he failed when they lost to Orlando. I think he failed when they played against Dirk and after mocking Dirk in the Mavericks. It's just been, I thought those two things just, those were just moments that you was like, I don't know if I can call him to go after failing like that. But y'all let me know in the comments, did Skip create a monster in LeBron James and how he operates in the media? Is LeBron justified? Is it too much blame on Skip? But y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. This is your boy D9. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It helps out a lot. Follow me on my socials. It's gonna be up here somewhere. But I'm out.
Found some shit I love to do, so I can look comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind. Need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line. Any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.